What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is DGCS and welcome back to an all-new video here on my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto 6. I know, but we are not talking about speculation about Grand Theft Auto 6. We are not saying it is coming out soon. We're not saying anything like that. I am just simply going to talk about what I would like to see in Grand Theft Auto 6. As somebody who has played Grand Theft Auto 5 for 7 years almost, I'm going to talk about what I would like to see in Grand Theft Auto 6. But before we get into that, if you are new here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and let me know your thoughts down in the comments on what you would like to see in Grand Theft Auto 6. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree with what I say. Or let me know if you have something different that you would like to add. And again, we aren't really going to be talking about speculation. We're not going to be saying, oh, this person said that, and blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to be going off what I would like to see personally in the game. We might talk about some rumors here and there, but we're not going to say, oh, yes, this is going to happen, this is confirmed, so-and-so said it's going to happen, so it is. None of that. Just talking about what I would like to see in GTA 6. It is just my opinion. So the first thing we are going to start off with is the map. I've heard lots of rumors that it's going to be a fairly large map. And I would totally be happy with that. After seeing the map for Red Dead 2, which is fairly huge, I think, I'm not entirely positive, I don't want to come out and just say it is, but I think it is the biggest map in Rockstar games to date. Damn sure bigger than Grand Theft Auto 5. But after seeing how big that map is, and knowing that this game is going to come out on the next-gen consoles and can handle more, I would love to see the entire continental US in Grand Theft Auto form. So what does that mean? Well, that means we would have Vice City, Liberty City, like North Yankton. We would have San Fierro, Los Venturas, Los Santos. We would have essentially every US city that has ever been in a Grand Theft Auto game. You might be saying, oh, that's too much, that's whatever. But look at the Red Dead Redemption 2 map. We have Saint Denis, which would essentially be the Vice City area. And then you go north where you have like Annesburg and beyond. That would be like the New England area where you would have Liberty City. And then you move over and you have like your middle area, your Kansas and stuff like that. But then you go up north and you have like the snowy areas. That would be North Yankton. And then you move over to the left and you got like your desert area. That would be like Los Venturas. But even then you could move beyond that and have like a more green area, beachy area. Have it be California. Have it be Los Santos and San Fierro. And then they could even go beyond that and add other fictional cities like a fictional Washington, D.C. Or maybe add some areas from Red Dead in it. Add Saint Denis. Maybe that could tie. I mean, they never really tied those two games together before in like terms of cities and stuff. But, you know, so create a different fictional New Orleans. Create a different fictional Texas or something like that. Or how put like one city in the middle like of a fictional Nebraska or Kansas or Colorado, Wyoming, something like that. Idaho, Illinois. Again, just something. Again, that's what I would like to see is a whole continental United States in Grand Theft Auto 6. Also, what I would like to see is them address GTA 5 online in some way, shape, or form with the online they are going to create with GTA 6. So, in GTA 5 Online, me personally, I own everything. I own every business. I own a crap ton of vehicles. There's nothing in that game that I don't own, essentially, that I want. Especially the businesses. Again, I own every business. I have a nightclub. I have a facility. I have a bunker. I have the MC businesses. All five businesses of that. I have CEO warehouses. I have an arcade. Again, I just have so much in that game that they need to do something with GTA 6 to give us incentive to start all over. So what I mean by that is we can't just go into GTA 6 Online and not have anything like GTA 5 Online was. We didn't have anything when we started GTA Online except houses and stuff like that. When GTA 6 Online launches, they need to have businesses right out the get-go. Because again, those of us who have everything, not to say that we're not going to want to play it, because we most definitely are. But we're gonna want to have something to work towards. And again, that's an issue with Red Dead Online when it first started for Red Dead 2. There wasn't really anything to work towards. And these games are nothing if not a grind. That's what these games are. They're all about grinding for money so you can buy stuff, so you can buy products, so you can buy businesses or vehicles and stuff like that. If you don't have that stuff to work for, then there's not really an incentive to play the game. You know, I know a lot of people say, well, GTA Online and Red Dead, it's a grind, and they don't like having to do the grind. Well, then these really aren't the games for them. You know, and I think Rockstar is essentially learning from every online mode that they make. So they made GTA 5 online. Before they had GTA 4, they had an online mode with that. And I didn't really play it that much, so I can't really speak on it too much. But with GTA 5, they came out and they created this new phenomenon for Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5 was a story game with an online mode. Now it has become an online game with a story mode. And they've essentially learned from Grand Theft Auto 5. With the Red Dead Online, they came out, they had a different form of passive mode. They've had different abilities and stuff like that you can do. A bigger map, different kinds of emotes, and all kinds of other different things that you can't do in Grand Theft Auto 5, but you can definitely do in Red Dead Online. Animals, for example. Now, when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, it was out on the PlayStation 3. Then when it got updated to the PlayStation 4, they added some new things. But they still didn't add in animals, which you have in story mode. So when Red Dead Online came out, they eventually put animals in online, and they still had some issues with it, but they're starting to kind of sort of slowly work out the kinks. That is something else I would like to see in GTA 6 Online is animals. Now, with Grand Theft Auto, you don't really have a need for animals, but it adds a nice touch to the game. It makes it seem more open world, more real, like you're actually in story mode. Another thing I would like to see in GTA 6 is mansions. Now, with Grand Theft Auto 5, it's been rumored for forever that we're going to get mansions, and it's not going to happen. Basically because I think that the servers can't really handle a mansion type thing. Basically because I don't think there's room for mansions. There are mansions in the game, but it would take a lot for Rockstar to change those so that we can live in them, because a lot of them involve other kinds of missions and stuff like that, and it's just not easy to just alter that stuff. But another issue facing it is the fact that if you are in a open public lobby, a free roam lobby, how do you deal with being out like on your property and not having someone come fly over and blow you up with a jet or carpet bomb you, or blow you up in a Mark II or whatever? I felt like they've addressed that in Red Dead Online with your camps. In your camp, you can put up your white flag and then people can't grief you inside your camp. It's a safe zone. They can run through it, they can walk up to you, they can do all kinds of things, but they can't really attack you, as far as I know. But this is also something that they have in Grand Theft Auto 5 with the yachts. With your yacht, if you are on your yacht and you have defensive mode on, they literally can't touch you. I've seen videos, never done it personally, never had it done to me, but I've seen a video where this guy was trying to attack a guy on his yacht, and he was shooting rockets at him, and the rockets were literally like hitting an invisible force field. They wouldn't reach him. And that is something they could do with the mansions in GTA 6. Hell, they could even make that the first business we own, or the first property we own in GTA 6. But again, we need a business to work towards buying that, because that's going to be a lot of millions of dollars to buy a mansion. Another thing with GTA 6 that I want to see is the time period that it is placed in. I do not want it to be in the 70s. That is a rumor that is going around that it's going to go back to the 70s, because Vice City was the 80s, GTA 3 and I think 4 were the 90s, and then or like 4 might have been like the early 2000s. 5 is obviously the 2010s. But I would love GTA 6 to be in the 2020s. Here's why. As I spoke in my other video about the biggest problem facing Red Dead Online, when you place it in a time period that is in the past, you are only limited to what that time period can give you. For example, you put it in the 1970s, you can't have all the stuff you have in GTA 5 right now. You can't have flying bikes with rockets on them. You can't have a deluxo. You can't have just like the laser guns and all this stuff that they have in the game that honestly a lot of people don't like. They say it ruins the game, but it does make the game kind of more fun. It limits vehicle customization. One thing I love about Grand Theft Auto 5 is the vehicle customization. Now, it's not as good as I would like it to be. I would love it to be on the level of like Need for Speed or Midnight Club or something like that. But it is really fun to update those vehicles and get the new customizations and stuff like that. But you can't do that back in the 70s. You can't customize vehicles like you can today. And also, as a DJ, my music. I love music, but I'm not too keen on the music from the 70s. It was good, it is what it is, but I love, like, you just have more options if you make it modern. You can put a 70s station in the game if you want that, you know, but that's not why they would put it in the 70s, just for the music. But I'm just saying, you just really handcuff your creativity on a game when you set it into a time period in the past, like the 70s, or even the late 1800s for Red Dead Online, as I mentioned in the video. It just limits what you can add to the game. And if anything, with these types of online games, we need updates constantly to keep us playing the game. That is one thing that has continually drove GTA 5 Online, it's continuous updates. Now, they slowed down over the past few years, essentially since Red Dead came out. They went from doing like 4 major DLCs to doing 2 a year. But again, it is what drives these online games of like GTA 5 and even Red Dead now, is the updates. People look forward to those updates. That's why so many YouTube channels continually talk about the next update, and they theorize and they guess and they think they know because of what these leakers have said and all this other stuff. That is why they do that so much, because that is what drives these online games. It would be awesome if Rockstar would just let us know what is coming out, but they won't do that because they can't necessarily guarantee that is what's going to happen. They can't say, on this day, this thing is coming out, because if anything, as we know, Rockstar, they delay a ton of things all the time. That's why like people are saying, oh, GTA 6 is going to come out in 2021 or 2022. Most likely, whenever they release it, you can guarantee, whatever day they say, let's say they say October 2021. I can almost guarantee you it won't come out for another year later, because every game has been delayed. Like, it's just something that Rockstar does. They put it out there. They put it out there just for the press, just to get people talking about it, but then it gets delayed. And I would much rather they put out a complete good product than to put out an early game that has more bugs and glitches than anything. Because there are always going to be bugs and glitches. That is going to happen. But if they put it out too early and it's not even playable, that's not going to be good on them. Which brings me to the next thing I would like to see in GTA 6. This was kind of briefly mentioned by a Bleach report via Kotaku. I don't know how reliable it is, and again, I'm not speculating anything here, but that GTA 6 might start out as a moderately sized release with regular updates, as Rockstar Games considers changing how it produces games to avoid crunch issues, according to Kotaku again. Now, the way I read this is that they will release the game with a large map, but only give us a portion of it at first, so that we play that part of it and we explore that part of it. And then when they're ready, when they've finished creating the rest or a different part of the map, they will release that part. So say they will start us off in Vice City, but a bigger area of Vice City. Say they give us all of Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. You know, like a big portion. But then later they release more, like they release like the Liberty City part of it that's going to be connected to those areas. And then that gives us like New York, Pennsylvania, and like Rhode Island and Connecticut or something like that. Again, in the GTA fictitious world. I would totally be happy with that if it started with the online. And then once they finish the entire map, then they release story mode. If they did it kind of backwards, I would be totally fine with that. That would be something interesting, something they haven't done before. If we got this huge map and they just released a little bit at a time, I am totally fine with that, as I've said 3 times now. Another thing I would like to see in GTA 6 is better car customization. As I said, it's okay, it's good, but it's not on the level of like Need for Speed or Midnight Club, which is actually a Rockstar game. So when the game originally came out, it was on PS3, and the car customization was there, but it wasn't good. Then it came out on the PS4, and they introduced things like lowriders and neon glow and all kinds of other different things. And we got Benny's, and we have Arena War. We have all these different kinds of car customization options, but it's still not on the level of like a Midnight Club or a Need for Speed. So that is something that I would love to see in GTA 6. Maybe in GTA 6 we finally get like our tuners update. The tuners update we've all been hoping for GTA 5, but maybe they're saving it for GTA 6. Because they do have to save some stuff for GTA 6. If they give it all to us in GTA 5, what is going to be the point of playing GTA 6? Other than maybe it being a bigger map. Again, as I mentioned, I would love for some of this stuff to transfer over to GTA 6 as soon as online comes out. Like, maybe there's already a casino in GTA 6 when it starts, or there's, you know, you're a CEO business. All those, again, just something for us to start off with. And the last thing I would like to see for GTA 6 is better payouts. You know, again, I've said I've played GTA 5 for 7 years, and the contact missions that we had at first, for the time being, they were good. They were fine. You know, we were fine making $10,000. But then when we found out that Rooftop Rumble makes you $20,000, that's all we wanted to play, because that was like the most money we could make back in the day. And even now, we go back when they're double money, we play these contact missions, we're making like $16,000, $25,000, $30,000, which are decent, they're good, but they're not great. Me personally, I think contact missions should be double money, like always. That should be the standard. They should pay out double from here on out. But when GTA 6 comes out, we need to have like no less than $30,000 per mission. In just my opinion. I don't think Rockstar will ever do that because they want us to grind. They want people to buy shark cards. They want people to spend time in the game to earn money. Or, like I said, just buy a shark card. But I think that is everything I would like to see in GTA 6 for now. I may have some more ideas down the road, who knows. But that is going to do it for this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop it a like. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And like I said before, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you agree, if you disagree, if you have, what would you like to see in GTA 6? But with all that said and done, guys, my name is DJ CS. Have a good one, and as always, don't forget to tip your DJ. Later, dudes.